a land where centuries of history collide with breathtaking landscapes, where every street tells a story and every moment feels like stepping into a living masterpiece. From the glittering streets of Paris to the sun-drenched lavender fields of Provence, from the majestic peaks of the Alps to the golden coastline of the French Riviera, France is a country that captivates the imagination like no other. Join us on a journey across this remarkable nation as we uncover the wonders, secrets, and unforgettable beauty that make France one of the most iconic destinations in the world. Stay with us, you won't want to miss a single moment. Paris is not just a city, it is a feeling, a story, a living masterpiece that has inspired artists, lovers, dreamers, and travelers for centuries. Imagine standing on a quiet street as the sun rises, golden light touching ancient rooftops, the city slowly waking up with the soft sound of footsteps and distant cafe chatter. This is Paris, the city of light, where every corner feels like a scene from a movie and every moment feels unforgettable. At the heart of Paris stands the Eiffel Tower, a symbol recognized across the world. Rising above the skyline, this iron giant was once criticized, but today it is the proud soul of the city. As daylight fades, thousands of lights sparkle across its structure, turning the night sky into a magical display. From the top, the city stretches endlessly, with the Seine River winding through neighborhoods, bridges, and centuries of history. The Seine is more than a river. It is the heartbeat of Paris. Boats glide slowly across the water, passing under historic bridges like Pont Alexandre III and Pont Neuf. Along the riverbanks, artists paint, couples stroll hand in hand, and musicians fill the air with melodies. The reflections of city lights on the water create a dreamlike scene that feels almost unreal. Not far from the river stands the Louvre, the world's largest and most visited museum. Behind its glass pyramid lies a treasure trove of art, history, and human creativity. From the mysterious smile of the Mona Lisa to ancient sculptures and royal artifacts, the Louvre is a journey through time. Walking through its grand halls, you feel the weight of centuries and the brilliance of human imagination. Just across the city, Notre Dame Cathedral rises with Gothic elegance. Its towers, stained glass windows, and stone carvings tell stories of faith, history, and resilience. Even after facing tragedy, Notre Dame remains a symbol of Parisian spirit, standing strong as a reminder that beauty and history endure. Climb the hills of Mont, and you enter a world of artists and dreamers. Narrow streets lead to the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, where panoramic views of Paris unfold beneath you. Street painters capture portraits, musicians play heartfelt tunes, and small cafes offer warm coffee and fresh pastries. Montmartre feels like a village within the city, where time slows down and creativity flows. Paris is also a city of romance. In quiet gardens like Luxembourg and Tuileries, people relax among fountains and statues. Lovers sit on green chairs, sharing laughter and stories. The scent of fresh bread drifts from bakeries, while cafes invite you to sit, sip, and watch the world pass by. In Paris, even the simplest moment feels poetic. As night falls, the city transforms. Lights glow across bridges, monuments, and streets. Restaurants fill with conversation, and music spills from jazz clubs and theaters. The Eiffel Tower sparkles again, reminding everyone that this city never truly sleeps. It simply changes its mood. Paris's history, art, love, and life, all in one place. It is a city that invites you to explore, to feel, to dream. Whether you walk along the Seine, gaze at the skyline from Montmartre, or stand beneath the Eiffel Tower, Paris leaves a mark on your heart that lasts forever. This is not just a destination. This is Paris, where every step tells a story and every moment becomes a memory. The French Riviera is where the Mediterranean meets elegance, where sunlight dances on turquoise waters, and where coastal towns feel like postcards brought to life. This is the Côte d'Azur, a place that has drawn royalty, celebrities, artists, and travelers for generations. Here, the sea is calm and crystal clear. The skies are endlessly blue, and every shoreline tells a story of beauty and luxury. Nice is the heart of the Riviera, a city filled with color, culture, and seaside charm. The Promenade des Anglais stretches along the coast, lined with palm trees, elegant hotels, and beach clubs. People walk, cycle, and relax by the water, enjoying the warm breeze and the rhythm of the waves. The old town, with its narrow streets and pastel buildings, feels alive with markets, cafes, and the scent of fresh seafood and Mediterranean spices. From Castle Hill, panoramic views reveal a stunning mix of rooftops, sea, and mountains in the distance. Just a short drive away lies Monaco, the second smallest country in the world, but one of the most glamorous. Skyscrapers rise above the harbor, where luxury yachts float like floating palaces. The Monte Carlo Casino stands as a symbol of wealth and elegance, where history, architecture, and high society meet. The streets of Monaco host one of the most famous Formula One races, turning this quiet principality into a global stage of speed and excitement. Cannes is known for cinema, fashion, and red carpets. Every year, the Cannes Film Festival transforms this seaside city into a gathering place for filmmakers and stars from around the world. Along La Croisette Boulevard, luxury boutiques, five-star hotels, and beach clubs create a glamorous atmosphere. Yet beyond the glitz, Cannes also offers peaceful beaches, charming islands like Ile Sainte-Marguerite, and quiet corners where the Mediterranean feels timeless and calm. Saint-Tropez is where glamour meets bohemian charm. Once a quiet fishing village, it became a symbol of luxury and freedom. Its harbor is filled with yachts, its streets with stylish cafes and boutiques. Artists, musicians, and travelers gather here to enjoy sunsets, music, and vibrant nightlife. But beyond the parties, Saint-Tropez still holds quiet beaches, hidden coves, and scenic coastal paths where nature takes center stage. The French Riviera is not only about luxury, it is also about nature, with dramatic cliffs, hidden beaches, and coastal trails overlooking the sea. The Estro Massif offers red rock formations rising above the blue Mediterranean, creating a striking contrast of colors. Small villages sit on hillsides, overlooking the coast, where life moves slowly and traditions remain strong. As the sun sets over the Riviera, the sky turns shades of orange, pink, and purple. Reflections shimmer across the water, and the lights of coastal towns begin to glow. Restaurants fill with laughter, yachts gently sway in the harbor, and the Mediterranean breeze carries the sound of music and conversation. It is a place where day turns into night with effortless beauty. The French Riviera is a dreamscape of sun, sea, culture, and elegance. It is where relaxation meets excitement, where history meets modern luxury, and where every view feels cinematic. From Nice to Monaco, Cannes to Saint-Tropez, the Côte d'Azur invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and experience one of the most beautiful coastlines in the world. Provence is a region that feels like a painting brought to life, where rolling hills, lavender fields, and medieval villages create one of the most beautiful landscapes in Europe. This is southern France at its most poetic, where time slows down and every road leads to a story waiting to be told. In summer, Provence transforms into a sea of purple. Lavender fields stretch as far as the eye can see, covering the countryside in vibrant color and filling the air with a calming, sweet fragrance. Farmers harvest the flowers that will become perfumes, oils, and soaps, continuing traditions passed down for centuries. Driving through these fields, you feel surrounded by nature's artistry, with golden sunlight and blue skies completing the perfect scene. The villages of Provence are small but full of character. Gordes rises dramatically on a hilltop, its stone houses glowing in warm sunlight. Narrow streets wind through the village, leading to quiet squares, tiny cafes, and breathtaking viewpoints. From the top, the valley below looks endless, dotted with farms, vineyards, and olive groves. Nearby, Roussillon stands out with its red and orange cliffs, created by ancient ochre deposits. The colorful buildings blend into the landscape, giving the village a unique and magical appearance. Aix-en-Provence is known as a city of fountains, art, and elegance. Tree-lined avenues and grand squares create a refined atmosphere, while outdoor markets offer fresh fruits, cheeses, and local specialties. Artists once walked these streets, inspired by the light and scenery. Today, the city still carries that creative energy, inviting visitors to explore galleries, sip coffee at a cafe terrace, and enjoy the gentle rhythm of Provençal life. Provence is also famous for its vineyards and cuisine. Rows of grapevines stretch across the countryside, producing wines enjoyed around the world. Olive trees provide rich oils, while farmers grow herbs, vegetables, and fruits that define Mediterranean cooking. In local restaurants, you can taste dishes filled with fresh ingredients, fragrant herbs, and bold flavors, reflecting the region's deep connection to the land. The landscapes of Provence are diverse and dramatic. The Verdun Gorge, often called the Grand Canyon of Europe, cuts deep into the earth, revealing turquoise rivers and towering limestone cliffs. Hiking trails and viewpoints offer stunning panoramas, where nature feels vast and powerful. In the Camargue, wetlands and salt flats create a completely different scene, home to wild horses, flamingos, and unique wildlife. Here, the horizon stretches endlessly, and the sky seems to merge with the land. History is everywhere in Provence. Ancient Roman ruins, medieval castles, and centuries-old churches stand as reminders of the region's rich past. The Pont du Gard, an impressive Roman aqueduct, still stands strong after nearly 2,000 years. Walking through these historic sites, you feel connected to generations who lived, worked, and dreamed in this land. As evening arrives, Provence becomes even more enchanting. The sun sets over vineyards and fields, casting golden light across stone villages. People gather in town squares, enjoying dinner under the open sky, listening to music, and sharing stories. The scent of lavender and rosemary lingers in the air, while cicadas sing in the warm night. Provence is not just a destination. It is a feeling of peace, beauty, and authenticity. It invites you to slow down, explore small villages, taste local flavors, and connect with nature. In Provence, every landscape looks like a postcard. Every village feels welcoming, and every moment feels timeless. This is the soul of southern France, where beauty lives in every detail and every sunset feels like a masterpiece. Paris is a city that needs no introduction, yet it always finds new ways to surprise and inspire. Known as the City of Light, Paris is a place where history, art, romance, and everyday life blend into something truly unforgettable. From grand boulevards to hidden alleys, every corner of Paris feels like a scene from a movie. The Eiffel Tower stands as the most iconic symbol of France, rising above the city skyline. By day, it sparkles in the sunlight, and by night, it glows with thousands of lights, illuminating the city below. From the top, Paris stretches in every direction, with rivers, rooftops, and monuments forming a breathtaking panorama. Nearby, the Champ de Mars Park is filled with people relaxing, picnicking, and enjoying the view, creating a lively and welcoming atmosphere. The River Seine flows gently through the heart of Paris, connecting many of the city's most famous landmarks. Boats glide along the water, offering scenic tours past historic bridges, museums, and cathedrals. Walking along the Seine, you'll find bookstalls, artists, and street performers, each adding their own charm to the city's rhythm. The river reflects the lights of Paris at night, creating a magical scene that feels timeless. Notre Dame Cathedral, even after centuries, remains one of the most impressive Gothic structures in the world. Its detailed facade, stained glass windows, and towering spires tell stories of faith, history, and craftsmanship. Nearby, the Ile de la Cité and Ile Saint-Louis offer quiet streets, small cafes, and charming architecture that feels far removed from the busy city around them. The Louvre Museum is a treasure chest of human creativity. Once a royal palace, it now holds thousands of artworks, including the famous Mona Lisa and Venus de Milo. Walking through its vast halls, you travel through centuries of history, culture, and artistic expression. Outside, the glass pyramid stands as a modern contrast to the historic palace, symbolizing how Paris blends the old with the new. Montmartre is the artistic soul of Paris. This hilltop neighborhood is known for its bohemian atmosphere, narrow streets, and the stunning Basilica of Sacré-Cœur. Artists paint in the square, musicians perform on the streets, and cafes buzz with conversation. From the steps of Sacré-Cœur, the city spreads out below, offering one of the most beautiful views in Paris. Paris is also a city of fashion, food, and everyday pleasures. Elegant boutiques line the Champs Élysées, while small bakeries offer fresh croissants, pastries, and baguettes that fill the air with irresistible aromas. Cafes invite people to sit, sip coffee, and watch the world go by. Markets offer cheeses, fruits, chocolates, and wines, reflecting the richness of French culinary tradition. At night, Paris transforms into something even more magical. Streetlights glow, bridges shimmer, and the Eiffel Tower sparkles on the hour. Couples walk hand in hand along the Seine. Friends gather in lively bars, and the city hums with energy and romance. The skyline becomes a constellation of lights, and the atmosphere feels both peaceful and alive. Paris is more than a destination. It is an experience that touches all the senses. It is the sound of footsteps on cobblestones, the taste of fresh bread and wine, the sight of historic architecture and modern art, and the feeling of being in a place where history and dreams meet. In Paris, every street has a story, every building has a past, and every moment feels like part of something extraordinary. Imagine standing on a mountain peak where the air is crisp, the sky feels closer, and the world below looks small and peaceful. This is the French Alps, a place where nature shows its most dramatic and breathtaking side. Towering mountains, deep valleys, alpine lakes, and charming villages come together to create one of the most spectacular regions in France. The Alps stretch across southeastern France, forming a natural border with Italy and Switzerland. Here, jagged peaks rise high above the clouds, covered in snow for much of the year. Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in Western Europe, dominates the landscape. Its white summit shines in the sunlight, attracting climbers, adventurers, and travelers from all over the world. Even from a distance, the mountain feels powerful and majestic, a symbol of the wild beauty of the Alps. In winter, the French Alps transform into a world-class destination for skiing and snowboarding. Resorts like Chamonix, Courchevel, and Val d'Isère offer endless slopes, modern lifts, and cozy chalets. Snow blankets the forests and villages, creating a magical winter scene. People glide down mountains, gather around fireplaces, and enjoy warm meals after long days in the cold. The atmosphere is lively, festive, and full of energy. But the Alps are just as stunning in summer. As the snow melts, green meadows appear, filled with wildflowers and grazing cows. Hiking trails wind through valleys, forests, and high mountain passes, offering incredible views at every turn. Crystal clear lakes like Lake Annecy reflect the mountains and sky, creating postcard-perfect scenes. Cycling routes challenge riders with steep climbs and rewarding panoramas, while paragliders float silently above the valleys. Alpine villages add charm and character to the region. Wooden chalets with flower-filled balconies line quiet streets, and church bells echo through the valleys. Local markets sell cheeses, honey, and handmade crafts, giving visitors a taste of mountain life. In places like Annecy and Megève, medieval architecture blends with modern elegance, creating towns that feel both historic and vibrant. The Alps are also rich in wildlife and nature. Mountain goats climb steep cliffs with ease, marmots whistle in the grass, and eagles soar overhead. Dense forests provide shelter for deer and other animals, while alpine flowers bloom in bright colors during the short mountain summer. National parks protect these landscapes, ensuring that their beauty remains untouched for future generations. Food in the Alps is hearty and comforting. Dishes like fondue and raclette bring people together around melted cheese and shared plates. Fresh bread, cured meats, and local wines complete the mountain dining experience. After a day outdoors, these meals feel especially satisfying, warming both body and spirit. As the sun sets, the Alps become peaceful and quiet. The sky turns orange and pink, casting soft light on the peaks. Villages glow with warm lights, and the stars appear bright and clear in the mountain sky. The silence of the mountains feels calming, almost sacred, offering a sense of escape from the busy world. The French Alps are not just a destination for adventure. They are a place to reconnect with nature, to feel small in the presence of towering peaks, and to experience the pure beauty of the natural world. Whether covered in snow or blooming with flowers, the Alps offer unforgettable landscapes and moments that stay with you long after the journey ends. Imagine a place where the air smells of lavender, the sunlight feels golden, and every village looks like it was painted by an artist. This is Provence, a region in southern France where colors, scents, and slow living come together in the most beautiful way. Provence is not just a destination, it is a feeling that stays with you long after you leave. During summer, the lavender fields become the most iconic sight in Provence. Endless rows of purple flowers stretch across rolling hills, creating a sea of color that seems to go on forever. The scent of lavender fills the air, calming and refreshing at the same time. Farmers harvest the flowers to make oils, perfumes, and soaps, continuing traditions that have existed for centuries. Walking through these fields feels peaceful, almost dreamlike, as bees hum and the wind gently moves the blossoms. The villages of Provence are small, charming, and full of character. Places like Gordes, Roussillon, and Saint-Remy-de-Provence sit on hilltops with narrow streets, stone houses, and panoramic views of the countryside. Cafes spill onto sunny squares where locals sip coffee and chat, while markets offer fresh fruits, vegetables, olives, and handmade goods. Each village has its own personality, but all share the same relaxed rhythm of life. Provence is also known for its rich history and art. Ancient Roman ruins can be found throughout the region, including amphitheaters, aqueducts, and temples. The Pont du Gard, a massive Roman aqueduct, stands as a reminder of the engineering genius of the past. Artists like Vincent van Gogh were inspired by Provence's light and landscapes, creating masterpieces that captured the region's unique atmosphere. Even today, the light here feels special, warm and soft, perfect for painting and photography. The countryside of Provence is a mix of vineyards, olive groves, and rolling hills. Winding roads lead through fields and farms, with cypress trees lining the way. Wine estates welcome visitors to taste local wines, while olive farms produce some of the finest olive oils in France. The Mediterranean climate makes this region fertile and vibrant, with sunny days and mild evenings that invite outdoor living. Food in Provence is fresh, colorful, and full of flavor. Dishes are made with local ingredients like tomatoes, garlic, herbs, and olive oil. Ratatouille, a famous vegetable stew, reflects the region's love for simple, natural cooking. Seafood from the nearby coast, fresh cheeses, and crusty bread complete the Provençal table. Meals are often enjoyed outdoors, under the shade of trees or on terraces overlooking the countryside. The Mediterranean Sea is not far from Provence, and the coastline offers stunning views and charming towns. Places like Marseille and Cassis combine historic ports with turquoise waters and rocky cliffs. Small boats dot the harbors, and beaches invite visitors to relax and swim. The Calanques, a series of dramatic limestone cliffs and hidden coves, offer some of the most beautiful coastal scenery in France. As evening falls in Provence, the sky turns soft shades of orange and pink. Crickets begin to sing, and the air cools slightly. People gather for dinner. Laughter fills the squares, and life feels calm and unhurried. The stars appear bright in the clear sky, and the scent of lavender still lingers in the breeze. Provence is a place where time seems to slow down. It teaches you to enjoy simple pleasures, to notice colors and scents, and to appreciate the beauty of everyday life. From lavender fields to historic villages, from vineyards to the sea, Provence offers a journey through some of the most enchanting landscapes in France. Imagine walking through a landscape where castles rise from misty valleys, rivers curve through green countryside, and vineyards stretch to the horizon. This is the Loire Valley, often called the Garden of France, a region where history, elegance, and nature come together in a perfect harmony. It feels like stepping into a fairy tale, where every road leads to another story. The Loire River is the heart of this region. It flows gently through towns and fields, shaping the land and life around it for centuries. Along its banks, chateaux stand proudly, each with its own style and legend. These castles were once homes of kings, queens, and nobles who chose the Loire Valley for its beauty and strategic importance. Today, they stand as symbols of French history and architecture. Château de Chambord is one of the most impressive sights in the valley. With its grand towers, intricate roofline, and massive gardens, it feels more like a palace than a castle. Inside, a unique double helix staircase allows people to walk up and down without ever meeting, a design inspired by Leonardo da Vinci. The vast park around the chateau is home to deer and wildlife, making it feel like a royal hunting ground frozen in time. Château de Chenonceau is another iconic landmark, built directly over the Cher River. Its elegant arches reflect on the water, creating a mirror-like image that is both romantic and serene. Known as the Ladies' Chateau, it was shaped by powerful women throughout history, who added gardens, galleries, and artistic touches. Walking through its halls and gardens feels graceful and intimate, as if the past still whispers through the corridors. The Loire Valley is not just about castles. it is also a land of vineyards and fine wines. The climate and soil here are perfect for growing grapes, and small wineries dot the countryside. Visitors can taste crisp white wines, elegant reds, and sparkling varieties while looking out over rolling vineyards. Wine tastings often come with stories about family traditions passed down for generations, adding a personal touch to every glass. The towns and villages of the Loire Valley are charming and full of life. Places like Amboise, Tours, and Saumur offer historic centers, colorful houses, and lively markets. Narrow streets lead to cozy cafes and bakeries, where the smell of fresh bread and pastries fills the air. Local markets display cheeses, fruits, vegetables, and handmade products, giving visitors a taste of everyday French life. Cycling is one of the best ways to explore the Loire Valley. Flat paths follow the river and connect castles, villages, and vineyards. Riders pass through forests, fields, and quiet roads, stopping to admire views or enjoy a picnic by the river. The pace is relaxed, and the scenery changes slowly, inviting travelers to take their time and enjoy every moment. Nature plays a big role in the region's charm. The Loire River is one of the last wild rivers in Europe, with sandbanks, islands, and bird life that change with the seasons. Herons, swans, and other birds can be seen along the water, while forests and gardens add layers of green to the landscape. The balance between human history and natural beauty makes the valley feel alive and peaceful at the same time. Food in the Loire Valley reflects the richness of the land. Fresh fish from the river, goat cheeses from nearby farms, and vegetables from local gardens appear on menus across the region. Meals are often paired with local wines, creating a perfect harmony of flavors. Desserts made with apples, pears, and berries add a sweet ending to any meal. As the sun sets over the Loire Valley, the castles glow in soft golden light. The river reflects the sky, and the countryside becomes quiet and calm. Lights appear in villages, and the evening air feels gentle and cool. It is a moment that feels timeless, as if centuries of history are watching the day fade away. The Loire Valley is more than a collection of castles. It is a journey through French elegance, nature, and tradition. Every chateau, vineyard, and village tells a story, and every road leads to another beautiful discovery. It is a place where history feels alive, and where beauty surrounds you at every turn. Imagine a coastline where the sea glows turquoise, luxury yachts line the harbors, and pastel towns cling to dramatic cliffs. This is the French Riviera, also known as the Côte d'Azur, a place where glamour meets natural beauty, and the Mediterranean lifestyle shines at its brightest. From glamorous cities to quiet seaside villages, this region captures the essence of coastal France. The French Riviera stretches along the southeastern coast of France, from Menton near the Italian border to the historic city of Marseille. For centuries, it has attracted artists, writers, royalty, and travelers searching for sunshine and inspiration. The mild climate, clear waters, and stunning landscapes make it one of the most famous coastlines in the world. Nice is the heart of the Riviera. Its famous Promenade des Anglais runs along the beach, lined with palm trees and elegant buildings. People stroll, cycle, and relax while the Mediterranean sparkles beside them. The old town of Nice is full of narrow streets, colorful facades, and lively markets where fresh produce, flowers, and local specialties are sold. From the Castle Hill viewpoint, the city and sea stretch out in a breathtaking panorama. Cannes is known worldwide for its film festival and luxury lifestyle. The Boulevard de la Croisette is lined with high-end boutiques, hotels, and sandy beaches. During the festival, celebrities and filmmakers fill the city. But even outside that time, Cannes feels elegant and vibrant. The harbor is filled with yachts, and nearby islands like Îles de la Reine offer peaceful escapes with clear water and historic monasteries. Monaco, one of the smallest countries in the world, sits like a jewel on the coast. Skyscrapers, luxury cars, and grand casinos create an atmosphere of wealth and excitement. The Monte Carlo Casino is famous for its architecture and history, while the Prince's Palace overlooks the harbor from a rocky cliff. Despite its size, Monaco offers gardens, museums, and ocean views that make it feel both glamorous and scenic. Smaller towns add charm and authenticity to the Riviera. Menton, with its pastel buildings and lemon trees, feels calm and colorful. Villefranche-sur-Mer has a deep natural harbor and a picturesque old town by the water. Antibes combines historic walls with modern marinas, creating a perfect mix of old and new. Each town has its own rhythm, its own cafes, beaches, and hidden corners. The beaches of the French Riviera are diverse and beautiful. Some are sandy, others are pebbled, but all offer clear blue water and stunning views. Beach clubs provide loungers, umbrellas, and restaurants right by the sea, while public beaches invite everyone to enjoy the Mediterranean. Swimming, sailing, and diving are popular activities, and the water is often calm and inviting. The hills behind the coast rise quickly, offering panoramic views and charming villages. Places like Aix and Saint-Paul-de-Vence sit high above the sea, with stone streets, art, galleries, and scenic viewpoints. These villages attract artists and travelers who seek beauty and tranquility. From the hilltops, the coastline looks like a painting, with blue sea, green hills, and white boats. Food on the Riviera is fresh and influenced by both French and Mediterranean traditions. Seafood, olive oil, herbs, and vegetables are central to local cuisine. Dishes like salade, niçoise, fresh fish, and Provençal specialties reflect the region's connection to the sea and sun. Cafes and restaurants often have terraces with sea views, making every meal feel like a special occasion. Art and culture have long been part of the Riviera's identity. Artists like Picasso and Matisse lived and worked here, inspired by the light and colors. Museums dedicated to these artists can be found in cities and villages across the region. Festivals, concerts, and exhibitions keep the cultural scene alive throughout the year. As evening approaches, the French Riviera transforms. The sky turns golden, the sea reflects the fading light, and the cities come alive with lights, music, and laughter. People gather at seaside restaurants, bars, and promenades, enjoying the warm nights and gentle breeze. The sound of waves and distant conversations creates a relaxing yet lively atmosphere. The French Riviera is a place where nature, luxury, history, and culture meet. It offers dramatic landscapes, vibrant cities, quiet villages, and endless views of the Mediterranean. Whether walking along a glamorous boulevard, swimming in clear waters, or watching the sunset from a cliffside village, the Riviera leaves a lasting impression of beauty, elegance, and timeless charm. Imagine a land where purple fields stretch to the horizon, stone villages sit under endless blue skies, and the air smells of lavender, herbs, and warm sun. This is Provence, a region in southern France that feels calm, colorful, and deeply connected to nature and tradition. It is a place where time seems to slow down, inviting you to breathe, explore, and fall in love with simple beauty. Provence is famous for its lavender fields, especially in early summer when the flowers bloom in vibrant purple waves. Rows of lavender create perfect lines across rolling hills, and the scent fills the air for miles. Farmers harvest the flowers to make oils, perfumes, soaps, and sachets, continuing traditions that have existed for centuries. Walking through these fields feels like stepping into a dream where color and fragrance surround you completely. The villages of Provence are some of the most beautiful in France. Gordes sits on a hill with stone houses stacked above each other, offering sweeping views of the countryside. Roussillon is known for its red and orange cliffs and buildings, made from natural ochre pigments. Saint-Rémy-de-Provence has quiet streets, fountains, and art galleries that reflect its artistic past. Each village has narrow lanes, small squares, and cafes where people gather to talk, relax, and enjoy the day. Provence is also rich in history. Roman ruins can be found across the region, including amphitheaters, aqueducts, and temples. The city of Arles is famous for its Roman arena and ancient theater, where performances still take place. Avignon, once home to the popes, is surrounded by massive medieval walls and dominated by the Palace of the Popes, one of the largest Gothic buildings in Europe. These historic sites remind visitors that Provence has been an important crossroads for cultures and empires. Nature in Provence is diverse and dramatic. The Verdun Gorge, often called the Grand Canyon of Europe, is a deep canyon with turquoise waters and towering cliffs. Hiking trails, kayaking routes, and viewpoints offer breathtaking scenery. The Camargue region is a wild landscape of wetlands, salt flats, and beaches, home to flamingos, wild horses, and bulls. Vineyards, olive groves, and sunflower fields add more colors and textures to the countryside. Food in Provence is fresh, simple, and full of flavor. Olive oil is used in almost every dish, along with herbs like thyme, rosemary, and basil. Ratatouille, a vegetable stew made with tomatoes, zucchini, eggplant, and peppers, represents the essence of Provençal cooking. Fresh seafood, grilled meats, and local cheeses are common on menus, often paired with regional wines. Markets are filled with fruits, vegetables, olives, cheeses, and handmade products, creating a lively and colorful atmosphere. Artists have long been drawn to Provence because of its light and colors. Vincent van Gogh painted many of his famous works in Arles, inspired by the bright sun and landscapes. Today, art galleries, studios, and festivals continue this tradition, celebrating creativity and local culture. The warm light of Provence gives everything a soft glow, making even ordinary scenes feel like paintings. Life in Provence follows a relaxed rhythm. People enjoy long lunches, afternoon breaks, and evening walks through village squares. Festivals celebrate lavender, wine, music, and local traditions, bringing communities together. The sound of church bells, cicadas, and gentle conversations creates a peaceful soundtrack to daily life. As the sun sets over Provence, the sky turns shades of pink, orange, and gold. Lavender fields become silhouettes. Villages glow with warm lights, and the air cools after a hot day. People gather at outdoor tables, sharing meals, laughter, and stories under the stars. The countryside feels calm and timeless, as if it has looked this way for centuries. Provence is more than a destination. It is a feeling of warmth, color, history, and harmony with nature. Every village, field, and sunset tells a story of tradition and beauty. Whether wandering through lavender fields, exploring ancient ruins, or enjoying a meal in a village square, Provence leaves a gentle, unforgettable impression that stays with you long after you leave. The city of Lyon sits at the confluence of the Rhône and Saône rivers, where history, culture, and cuisine converge in a way that feels distinctly French. It is a city that has been shaped by centuries of trade, art, and innovation, yet it retains a sense of intimacy and charm that makes every street a story waiting to be discovered. As you wander through its old town, cobblestone streets lead to hidden squares, Renaissance facades, and centuries-old Trabble's secret passageways, once used by silk merchants that reveal Lyon's rich past in every corner. Lyon is considered France's culinary capital, and its food scene reflects the city's deep appreciation for flavor, tradition, and craftsmanship. From bustling markets like Les Halles de Lyon Paul Bocuse, filled with fresh produce, cheeses, meats, and baked goods, to small bouchons serving classic Lyonnais, dishes such as quenelle, coq au vin, and salade lyonnaise, the city is a paradise for anyone who loves to eat. Cafes spill onto streets and squares, offering a chance to watch daily life unfold while savoring a perfectly brewed coffee or a glass of local wine. Art and architecture in Lyon create a visual feast. The Renaissance district of Vieux-Lyon is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with its ornate buildings, narrow alleys, and hidden courtyards telling stories of the city's wealthy past. The Basilica of Notre-Dame de Fourvière rises above the city on a hill, its intricate design and panoramic views drawing visitors from all Finis over the world. Modern architecture blends seamlessly with historic structures, from the colorful murals of Croix-Rousse to the sleek lines of the Confluence district, showcasing Lyon's balance of tradition and innovation. Beyond the city itself, Lyon is a gateway to some of the most picturesque regions of France. Vineyards stretch across the nearby Beaujolais hills, producing wines celebrated for their rich flavors and aromatic depth. Day trips to the surrounding countryside reveal charming villages, rolling hills, and medieval castles, each offering a glimpse into rural French life and history. The combination of urban sophistication and nearby natural beauty makes Lyon a destination that appeals to every type of traveler. Cultural life in Lyon is vibrant and diverse. The city hosts music festivals, theatrical performances, and film events throughout the year, bringing together artists and audiences from across the globe. Museums such as the Musée des Beaux-Arts and the Musée des Confluences offer immersive experiences, while the streets themselves act as a living museum, filled with history, culture, and everyday moments of life that feel timeless. As evening falls, the city takes on a golden glow. Streetlights reflect on the rivers, illuminating the bridges and facades. Cafes and restaurants fill with chatter and laughter, and the scent of freshly baked bread, roasting meats, and fragrant herbs drifts through the streets. People gather along the banks of the Rhône, strolling or simply sitting to watch the water and the city lights shimmer. The pace slows, inviting reflection and a deeper connection with the rhythms of the city. Lyon's history is layered and fascinating. Roman amphitheaters still stand on Fourvière Hill, a reminder that the city was once an important center of Roman Gaul. Medieval guilds, Renaissance merchants, and modern innovators have all left their marks, shaping a city that values both heritage and progress. The traboules, those hidden passageways weaving through buildings and courtyards, offer a glimpse into the lives of those who lived centuries ago, connecting the past to the present in subtle but meaningful ways. The city's connection to the culinary world is not just about food. It is about community, family, and celebration. Traditional markets, wine tastings, and seasonal festivals bring people together, reinforcing a sense of local pride and identity. Lyonnais cuisine tells the story of the land, the rivers, and the traditions passed down through generations. Every bite carries history, flavor, and artistry, making it clear why food is at the heart of Lyon's culture. As night deepens, Lyon's skyline transforms. The basilica glows against the darkening sky. The river reflects shimmering lights, and quiet streets invite leisurely walks. The city feels alive yet calm, bustling yet intimate, offering a sense of both wonder and comfort. Visitors leave with more than photographs. They carry memories of tastes, scents, and moments that define the soul of Lyon. Lyon is more than a destination. It is an experience of history, culture, and life itself. From its cobbled streets and hidden passageways to its rivers, hills, and world-renowned cuisine, the city offers layers of discovery at every turn. It is a place where the past and present coexist beautifully, where every meal, every view, and every moment invites you to connect with France on a deeper level. To walk through Lyon is to walk through centuries of artistry, flavor, and human spirit, a fitting final chapter in a journey through the wonders of France. The spirit of France comes alive in Lyon, a city where history, culture, and culinary excellence converge in an unforgettable experience. As you walk along the Saône and Rhône rivers, the city's layered history reveals itself, blending Roman roots, medieval architecture, and modern vibrancy. Lyon has been a crossroads of trade, art, and ideas for centuries, and its streets tell stories of innovation and tradition intertwined. Every cobbled alleyway, every hidden courtyard, and every grand square holds echoes of the past, inviting travelers to explore both the city's tangible beauty and its intangible soul. At the heart of Lyon, the old town, Vieux-Lyon, is a marvel of Renaissance architecture. Narrow lanes wind between stone buildings with colorful shutters, each corner revealing quaint cafes, artisan shops, and ancient churches. Walking here feels like stepping back in time, yet the city remains alive with the hum of daily life. Cafes fill with the aroma of freshly baked croissants, rich espresso, and fragrant pastries. Local markets bustle with vendors selling cheeses, charcuterie, fruits, and vegetables, reflecting the region's dedication to culinary craft and seasonal ingredients. The traboules of Lyon are perhaps the city's most intriguing secret. These hidden passageways, tucked between buildings and courtyards, once allowed silk merchants to transport their goods in secrecy and safety. Today, they offer a sense of mystery and adventure for visitors, connecting streets and squares in a maze of history. Walking through these passageways, you feel the pulse of centuries past, where commerce, community, and ingenuity converged to shape the city's identity. No exploration of Lyon is complete without tasting its world-renowned cuisine. Known as the gastronomic capital of France, Lyon boasts dishes that celebrate local ingredients and culinary mastery. Traditionnels bouchons servent quenelle, coq au vin, and sausage, while fresh produce from nearby farms inspires vibrant salads and vegetable dishes. Artisanal cheeses, pastries, and breads make every meal an event, often paired with wines from the surrounding Rhône Valley vineyards. Dining here is more than sustenance. It is a cultural experience, a connection to the land, its people, and its history. Lyon's rivers, the Saône and Rhône, shape the city's character and beauty, bridges connect neighborhoods, offering views of both historic facades and modern developments. The riverbanks are perfect for leisurely strolls, cycling, or simply sitting to watch the reflection of city lights on the water. In summer, these spaces come alive with music, street performers, and outdoor cafes, blending relaxation and cultural engagement seamlessly. The river acts as a lifeline, linking neighborhoods and history, and offering endless perspectives of the city's charm. Art and culture permeate Lyon in every corner. The Musée des Beaux-Arts oozes masterpiece from ancient Egypt to modern art, while contemporary galleries celebrate emerging talent and innovation. Festivals fill the calendar, from the famous Fête des Lumières, where the city glows with light installations and projections, to music and theater performances that showcase local and international artists. Lyon's creative energy bridges past and present, blending history, technology, and imagination into a vibrant cultural tapestry. Beyond the city center, Lyon opens up to surrounding hills and vineyards that shape the landscape and lifestyle. The Beaujolais region is renowned for its wines, where rolling hills and sun-kissed grapes produce some of the most celebrated varietals in France. Visiting a vineyard offers insight into centuries-old winemaking traditions, with tastings that allow you to savor the essence of the land. Olive trees, orchards, and lavender fields add layers of color and fragrance, connecting the city's urban life with the natural beauty of its surroundings. The Basilica of Notre-Dame de Fourvière dominates Lyon's skyline, its spires rising above the city as a symbol of faith, artistry, and resilience. From its vantage point, panoramic views reveal the intertwining rivers, the colorful rooftops of Lyon, and the modern districts beyond. Inside, intricate mosaics, sculptures, and stained glass create a spiritual and artistic experience, reminding visitors of the city's deep cultural roots. As the day fades into night, Lyon transforms. Streetlights shimmer along the rivers, bridges reflect their golden glow in the water, and squares fill with laughter, music, and conversation. Cafes and restaurants host lively gatherings, while quiet alleys and courtyards offer peaceful escapes. The city balances energy and serenity, history and modernity, creating a rhythm that feels both timeless and alive. Lyon embodies the spirit of France, a blend of history, culture, art, gastronomy, and human connection. Every street, building, and riverbank tells a story, while every meal, festival, and vineyard visit creates a memory. Exploring Lyon is to experience the depth and richness of French heritage in a single city, a fitting reflection of the country's beauty, creativity, and enduring charm. It is a city where the past and present coexist harmoniously, leaving visitors with a profound sense of wonder, inspiration, and appreciation for the essence of France itself. Lyon's charm extends far beyond its streets and squares, reaching into its neighborhood's culture and way of life. Each district tells a different story, offering unique experiences that together form the rich mosaic of this remarkable city. The Croix-Rousse district, for example, is steeped in history as the center of Lyon's silk industry. Cobblestone streets wind between tall, narrow buildings with frescoed facades, and hidden courtyards reveal the legacy of weavers who once labored here. Today, cafes, boutiques, and artisan workshops continue the creative spirit, making it a vibrant neighborhood where the past and present coexist seamlessly. The Presqu'île, Lyon's central peninsula, lies between the Rhône and Saône rivers. This district is the commercial and cultural heart of the city, where grand boulevards, squares, and theaters illustrate Lyon's elegance. Place Bellecour, one of Europe's largest squares, is surrounded by shops, cafes, and historic buildings, offering a lively hub for locals and visitors alike. From here, streets lead to the Opéra National de Lyon, the Museum of Fine Arts, and countless galleries and boutiques, making the area a perfect blend of leisure, culture, and commerce. Lyon is also a city of festivals and celebrations that illuminate its cultural identity. The Fête des Lumières, or Festival of Lights, is one of the most iconic events, where artists use buildings, bridges, and squares as canvases for spectacular light installations. The city glows with creativity, drawing millions of visitors each year who come to experience the magical combination of history, art, and community. Music festivals, theater performances, and culinary events further showcase the city's lively cultural calendar, inviting both locals and tourists to engage with Lyon in every season. The city's culinary excellence is legendary, earning Lyon the title of France's gastronomic capital. Beyond its traditional bouchon, Lyon offers fine dining experiences, modern bistros, and innovative kitchens that push culinary boundaries. Farmers markets, like the famous Les Halles de Lyon Paul Bocuse, provide fresh ingredients that chefs transform into culinary masterpieces. Lyonnais cuisine emphasizes quality, seasonality, and balance. Whether in hearty stews, delicate pastries, or fresh seafood, reflecting the city's deep respect for food and tradition. Rivers and bridges are not only practical, but also essential to Lyon's identity. The Saône and Rhône rivers provide scenic routes for walking, cycling, and boating. Bridges like Pont Bonaparte and Pont Lafayette connect neighborhoods while offering beautiful views of the city's skyline. At sunset, the rivers reflect the golden light and colorful buildings, creating an atmosphere that feels almost cinematic. Along the banks, parks, cafes, and walking paths encourage relaxation and connection with the city's natural rhythm. Lyon's modern districts complement its historical charm. Confluence, at the southern tip of the peninsula, is a hub of contemporary architecture and innovation. Sleek glass buildings, pedestrian-friendly streets, and cultural centers make it a place where business, art, and urban life intersect. The contrast between this modern district and historic neighborhoods like Vieux-Lyon and Croix-Rousse highlights the city's ability to honor its past while embracing the future. The surrounding Rhône Valley and Beaujolais region extend Lyon's allure into the countryside. Rolling vineyards, quaint villages, and medieval castles create an idyllic backdrop to the city's urban energy. Wine tasting tours, local markets, and scenic drives reveal the beauty and craftsmanship of these regions, where the connection between land, people, and culture is palpable. Each vineyard tells a story of tradition, patience, and pride, offering visitors a taste of life beyond the city streets. Education, innovation, and art thrive in Lyon. The city is home to renowned universities, research centers, and creative hubs that foster learning and innovation. Galleries, theaters, and performance spaces celebrate artistic expression in all forms, from classical music to contemporary installations. Lyon's commitment to culture, education, and creativity ensures that it remains a vibrant, evolving city, rich in both history and forward-looking vision. As night falls, Lyon's charm deepens. Streetlights and illuminated buildings create a warm glow along the rivers. Cafes fill with conversation, and musicians add melody to the evening air. The Basilica of Notre-Dame de Fourvière shines above the city, a beacon of history, faith, and artistry. Locals and visitors alike gather in squares, along the riverbanks, or in small alleys, savoring moments of beauty, connection, and reflection. Lyon is a city where the layers of history, culture, and everyday life converge. From historic neighborhoods and hidden passageways to world-class cuisine, festivals, and natural surroundings, every corner offers a new discovery. It is a city that encourages exploration, curiosity, and engagement with its heritage and modern life. In Lyon, the past is preserved, the present is celebrated, and the future is imagined, making it an unforgettable destination that leaves a lasting impression on everyone who visits. Lyon, the beating heart of France's culinary, cultural, and historical landscape, continues to reveal its layers as the day unfolds into evening, and the city transforms into a place where stories, sights, and flavors intertwine in unforgettable ways. At its core, Lyon is a city of contrasts, ancient and modern, bustling and tranquil, sophisticated and accessible, all coexisting to create a vibrant urban tapestry that captivates visitors from the calm moment they arrive. Every street, every building, every riverbank has a story, and to truly experience Lyon is to explore these stories one by one, immersing yourself in a rhythm that balances heritage, lifestyle, and creativity. The banks of the Rhône and Saône rivers serve as both lifelines and scenic threads that tie the city together. In daylight, locals and tourists alike stroll along tree-lined promenades, cycle along dedicated paths, or pause at benches to watch the city come alive. Boats glide along the calm waters, reflecting the facades of historic buildings and modern architecture alike. The rivers are more than a natural feature. They are a stage for urban life, providing spaces for social gatherings, festivals, and leisurely moments that define Lyon's daily charm. Walking deeper into the Presqu'île, the Central Peninsula, you encounter a mix of architectural elegance and cultural richness. Majestic squares like Place des Terreaux and Place Bellecour serve as gathering points, surrounded by cafes, boutique shops, and historic landmarks. The Museum of Fine Arts, housed in a former 17th century convent, displays artwork spanning centuries, while modern galleries and performance spaces bring contemporary creativity to the forefront. The combination of past and present is palpable here, as classical facades sit side by side with cutting-edge installations, creating a dynamic and ever-evolving cityscape. The Croix-Rouge district adds another layer to Lyon's personality. Historically, the center of the city's silk industry, it is a neighborhood that retains a strong sense of craftsmanship and artistic spirit. Hidden traboules, narrow streets, and small courtyards reveal the ingenuity of weavers and merchants from centuries ago. Today, these spaces are filled with artisan workshops, local markets, and creative studios that maintain the district's character while inviting exploration. The area's bohemian energy contrasts with the grandeur of the Presqu'île, showing the multifaceted identity of the city. Food in Lyon is not just about taste. It is a reflection of culture, history, and community. The city is home to traditional bouchons, which serve hearty, authentic Lyonnais dishes prepared with local ingredients. Coq au vin, quenelle, and charcuterie are staples, paired with wines from nearby Beaujolais and the Rhône Valley. Markets such as Les Halles de Lyon, Paul Bocuse offer a sensory experience of colors, aromas, and flavors that embody the region's agricultural richness. Culinary festivals, wine tastings, and cooking classes provide interactive experiences, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in Lyon's gastronomic heritage. Beyond gastronomy, Lyon's cultural calendar is full of events that bring the city to life year-round. The Fête des Lumières, a festival of lights, transforms the city into a luminous wonderland, where historic buildings, bridges, and public spaces are adorned with creative light installations. Music festivals, theatrical performances, and art exhibitions celebrate both local talent and international artists, making Lyon a hub for cultural engagement. Even ordinary streets and plazas become stages for public art, music, and performances, reinforcing the city's reputation as a vibrant, living museum. Lyon's neighborhoods each offer distinct experiences. Vieux-Lyon, with its Renaissance architecture, cobblestone streets, and hidden courtyards, immerses visitors in history. The Confluence District, at the meeting point of the Rhône and Saône, represents the city's forward-looking side with modern architecture, pedestrian-friendly design, and sustainable urban planning. This balance between historical preservation and contemporary innovation is a defining feature of Lyon, allowing visitors to experience both its past grandeur and its dynamic present. Evening in Lyon is magical. The city's lights reflect on the rivers, casting a golden shimmer over the bridges and buildings. Cafes fill with laughter and conversation, while street performers and musicians add melody and rhythm to the night. The Basilica of Notre-Dame de Fourvière towers above the city, its illumination, a constant reminder of the city's rich spiritual and architectural heritage. From hilltops, the view of the city below is breathtaking, a sea of twinkling lights, flowing rivers, and centuries of rooftops that tell the story of Lyon's evolution. The surrounding Rhône Valley and Beaujolais region extend Lyon's influence into scenic countryside. Vineyards, rolling hills, and historic villages create a peaceful contrast to the urban energy, offering wine tastings, farm-to-table experiences, and quiet moments in nature. These areas reinforce the city's connection to the land, agriculture, and centuries-old traditions, showing how Lyon's urban and rural elements complement each other beautifully. Lyon is more than a city. It is an experience of time, culture, and human creativity. From hidden passageways to grand squares, from local markets to fine dining, from riverside promenades to panoramic hilltop views, every moment in Lyon is layered with meaning and discovery. It is a city that invites curiosity, rewards exploration, and leaves an indelible impression of France's elegance, history, and lifestyle. To leave Lyon, is to carry with you the taste of its food, the glow of its lights, the warmth of its streets, and the memory of a city that feels at once timeless, vibrant, and profoundly alive. Our journey through France has revealed a country of contrasts, ancient cities and modern marvels, rolling vineyards and soaring mountains, quiet villages and vibrant coastlines. From Lyon's historic streets and culinary treasures to the dramatic cliffs of the Riviera and the serene Lavender fields of Provence, every destination has left its mark, each one a story of culture, beauty, and timeless charm. France is not just a place to visit, it's a place to experience, to feel, and to remember. Thank you for joining this journey through the wonders of France. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and let the world's beauty inspire your every adventure.